that's a few less drones, but catching that queen is definitely a huge gain for KiWiKaKi. He's going to take his winnings there and just back out, it looks like.
He also killed plenty of lings there. These roaches are here now, going to be doing a little bit of poking at the army. Probably going to see KiWiKaKi losing a couple zealots here. Just barely getting away, it might happen. And KiWiKaKi just definitely he did the damage he needed to do, and ran away with it. We do have a couple lings here trying to slow down this army as much as possible. Let these roaches catch off. If Idra can do a lot of damage here, good force fields there, though. That's the point of having this many sentries. You have so many force fields right now, and all of them have quite a few energy here. Most of them are over 100. So even using those force fields, he still has plenty for the late game. That's why you get this many sentries early on. You keep as many of them as alive as you can, hopefully all of them, and then by the time late game comes, they're all in 200 energy, and you can cut any army in half multiple times.
Yeah, and Idra just tried to sacrifice an Overlord to see what KiWiKaKi's up to, but KiWiKaKi saw that, had some Stalkers kill it, and Idra got no information out. There is a robotics facility in KiWiKaKi's base. Idra didn't see it. He's just pumping out observers right now, and I'm sure we're going to be seeing Colossus in the near future.
Yep, and we do have the forge about to be being placed right now for KiWiKaKi. Going to get that upgrade. We do have a robotics bay being placed down as well. We also have hallucination 45 seconds into the upgrade, so hallucination is also going to be an extremely great thing. KiWiKaKi doing an excellent job of preventing any scouting from Idra, and then swapping two Phoenixes with these hallucination will give him full map control. So KiWiKaKi, denying vision while gaining vision, which is a great play here. And Idra's third, just now finishing, so he is expanding as much as possible. And right now we also have Hydralisk almost finished for Idra, so we're going to be seeing these Colossus, and we're going to be seeing Hydras from Idra, which is not that great for him. Hydra's being notorious for getting devoured by Colossus, so this could really be bad for Idra if he goes way too many Hydras.
Yeah, and I definitely love this hallucinate play from KiWiKaKi. One of the downfalls of doing this fast expand build is you can't really put on too much pressure to see what the Zerg is up to, and you have all these sentries sitting around, so why not get hallucinate, make some Phoenix, and see what the Zerg is doing. And KiWiKaKi is taking the third base, getting some cannons there to make sure it's defended, and he's looking like he's in a pretty good position right now. He's staying almost even with Idra and Macro. He has tech. Definitely a good position to be in.
Now income tab shows 60 harvesters for KiWiKaKi, 61 for Idra, so both players are very close on income. Forge is getting +1 out for KiWiKaKi, and right now more Phoenix being warped in. He's constantly scouting with them, which is just a great play from him. Extended Thermal Lance is about a third of the way done, almost halfway actually, and right now we're just getting the Colossus. His third expansion is almost done as well. Spire also going down for Idra, and both players are doing a pretty good job at the upgrades right now. We're getting that Groove Spines for the Hydras, we're getting +1 missile attacks, +1 Carapace, and right now both players are just macroing up pretty hard, and it's looking nice. KiWiKaKi's expansion just now finishing, have a huge drone probe transfer, and right now both players are looking pretty strong. Hopefully Idra takes a fourth soon, because the longer he's on 3 bases with KiWiKaKi, the worse off he's going to end up being.
Yeah, and the Spire's almost done now, so we're going to be seeing a lot of Corruptors to deal with these Colossus. Thing with Corruptors is basically you have to either get a lot of them or just don't bother getting any of them, because if you don't manage to kill all those Colossus, then the rest of your army is just going to get devoured. So if you're going Corruptors, make sure you get enough to kill off the Colossus. Don't just get a couple and eventually kill the Colossus. You got to make sure that they go down quick.
Yep, and the food count is 126 for Idra, 131 for KiWiKaKi, and a PVZ. The Zerg definitely does not want to be behind on the food count, so this is not looking good for Idra right now. We do have 6 Corruptors on the way. We do have the cannon here just pushing these Zerglings away, but the Zerglings did scout that KiWiKaKi is now on 3 bases, and Idra's still on 3 bases. He needs to expand soon. He's building too much army right now, in my opinion. His creep expand is looking great, though. He's got the Overlords making this creep highway, so he's got plenty of vision of the map, and it's hard to tell where this map can go. We have a Twilight Council on the way for KiWiKaKi. More gateways going down, so he's building enough production facilities here. But I'm starting to worry for my bro Idra. This is the longer he's still on 3 bases, the worse off he's gonna be.
And I love what KiWiKaKi is doing right now. He hallucinated some Colossus, so Idra's going to think that there's a huge force coming at him when really, there's just 2 Colossus. And it's also going to force the Corruptors to attack possibly the Hallucinated, which is going to keep his real Colossus alive for, you know, that much longer.
We do have an engagement here. Corruptors coming in, picking off the first real Colossus, not really attacking fake ones. And good force fields here from KiWiKaKi, devouring this army right now. And, you know, only losing one Corruptor or Colossus in that fight. But, you know, the damage definitely went to KiWiKaKi there. He did, you know, a pretty good amount of damage there, only losing what seemed to be one Colossus. So good job from him. We are getting Blink right now. We're getting +1 armor and +2 weapons from him. And income tab shows 80 harvesters for KiWiKaKi, 74 for Idra. Food count shows 144 for KiWiKaKi, 185 for Idra. So Idra does have that food count lead now. We do have a huge force coming in here. Corruptors flying to the high ground, trying to pick off this Colossus. Will they get to it in time? Doing a lot of damage. It looks like they're going to be able to kill it just before it gets to the army. Yes, and they did kill it. Great play from Idra there. And then we have another engagement coming around. Not very much of a ground force here from Idra, though. We do have lots of Hydras, though, and Hydras destroy gateway units, guys. Hydras are going to do so much damage here. Without the Colossus to support them, these Hydras are probably going to do a good amount of damage here. But it definitely looks like KiWiKaKi is going to be able to come on top here. But reinforcements coming from Idra and forcing KiWiKaKi to fall back. And we have all these Corruptors here, though. We need to see some Broodlords. We need to see something because we have so many Corruptors here. And more reinforcements coming for Idra. It looks like KiWiKaKi is going to be able to hold, though. These force field placements are cutting off a lot of Idra's army right now. And right now, you know, KiWiKaKi taking his fourth. Idra's still on 3. But the reinforcements, you know, are just doing so much for KiWiKaKi. Idra's got such a long way to run, and then forcing Idra back. This is not good for him at all. KiWiKaKi is about to be on 4 bases. Idra's still on 3, and that's the advantage KiWiKaKi needs right now.
Yeah, that was some beautiful blink play from KiWiKaKi there. You can see all the stalkers at kind of low health. He was able to save those to make sure they could keep doing that damage. And then when Idra was trying to retreat, he just kept blinking forward, picking off as many units as he could, trying to take as much of an advantage as possible. Great play.
Oh yeah, definitely. And KiWiKaKi's fourth is just now finishing. We got the photon cannons going down so we can defend this as long as possible. Idra's taking this fourth now as well, but you can't be behind on bases as Zerg and not do a considerable amount of damage. I mean, the fight was big. Idra killed a lot of units, but he didn't come out on top that fight. He didn't kill enough harvesters. He didn't kill any production facilities. Right now, KiWiKaKi's sitting on 85 harvesters. Idra's on 72. So KiWiKaKi is looking brilliant right now. He's got such an advantage right now. He's forging, pumping up more upgrades. +2 weapon just finished. +2 armor is about to finish for him. And KiWiKaKi is just looking so strong right now. There's really, you know, Idra needs to make something happen here if he wants a chance at this game.
Yeah, and Idra's scouting around KiWiKaKi's base right now with these Corruptors, and I'm not sure if this is the greatest move. He really needs these Corruptors to take out any Colossus. Looks like he's halted Corruptor production for the most part, but KiWiKaKi's continuing to pump out Colossus, so if he doesn't have enough Corruptors, that's going to be a huge problem for him a little bit later on.
Yeah, we have KiWiKaKi's main mind out. He needs to transfer these probes. And right now, you know, it's hard to say where this will go. Idra does have the food lead. It's 198 food for Idra, and then 165 for KiWiKaKi. But KiWiKaKi has the economic lead. And this is an economy-based game, guys. But this force is so huge from Idra that it could do a lot of games. There's a whole bunch of Hydras here, and it looks like only one Colossus for KiWiKaKi. So Idra, if he does a lot of damage with this attack, he can win the game right now.
Yeah, KiWiKaKi's basically just pumping out Stalkers right now, which isn't what you want to have against these Hydralisks. They're great at taking out Corruptors, but there's really no need to take out the Corruptors if you don't have any Colossus. It looks like he's stopped Colossus production entirely, and I'm not sure if that's the best decision right now, considering Idra's so heavy on these Hydralisks.
This engagement is looking pretty beastly right now. Losing his Colossus pretty quick and forced KiWiKaKi back in his base. All his lings are dead, though. Right now, all he has is Hydras. And Hydras are strong, but not strong enough to be a you know, by yourself unit like the Stalkers are. And we do have another engagement here, but these Hydras do so much damage to gateway units that it's really hard to tell which way this will go. But KiWiKaKi has such a huge number of Stalkers. He's blinking back each one before they die, just doing a considerable amount of micro here, and definitely coming out on top this fight. Idra's Hydra force is just slowly dying, but you can just tell how good Hydras are against gateway units, that even against that he was able to last so long. Blinking forward, picking off more Hydras, only 3 left for him. Income tab or army tab is 162 for KiWiKaKi, 164 for Idra, 177 for KiWiKaKi, and right now KiWiKaKi is just doing an excellent job of staying on top, getting that +3/+3 armor right now, and just slowly walking into Idra's base. Idra does have this gold now, but it's not really looking that great for him. He's got a lot of Lings here. They're getting a good surround on these Blink Stalkers, but they are Blink Stalker, able to blink them back in groups before they die. And look at the micro from KiWiKaKi, just doing a brilliant job of keeping these units alive. None of them are dying almost, and then Idra raffling and blinking around the Hydras. We're probably going to be seeing a GG from Idra soon, you know. And just KiWiKaKi showing you how he's such a strong player, and Idra leaving the game. Wow, what a play from KiWiKaKi.
Yeah, great play from KiWiKaKi. They're really showing the potential of Blink, using it to chase down armies, using it to keep his stalkers alive. Just great play overall. Staying ahead in the economic game, staying ahead in the army, basically outplaying Idra there, even if Idra doesn't seem to agree with that.
I love Idra. He's an amazing player. Just the responses he gives to people at the end of the game are so awesome. But amazing micro from KiWiKaKi. That's how all Protoss should play. You know, he showed a weird build off right off the start, a 4-gate expand like that, and not really applying 4-gate pressure, transitioning into Colossus, and then just into straight Blink Stalkers. And normally, if you were to say Stalkers versus Hydras and Lings, what would win? You'd go with the Hydras and Lings, but KiWiKaKi just showing you what micro can do for you. It's such an amazing game. So, yeah, make sure you guys subscribe. Unknown, any last thoughts?
Check out our challenge videos, make replays, subscribe, and keep.
All right, yeah,
Thanks
great game, guys, and we'll see you in our next video.